Hey, what's up? It's the Strawberry Phoenix coming at you with another episode of Eliza. Now, we got pretty far with this game on stream, but I didn't finish it on stream, so I'm finishing it today via YouTube video. This is the final chapter. Damien. They said Eliza got along well with me, and I assumed it had something to do with my design in action, something like that. But Eliza is yours as much as mine, isn't it? We encode ourselves into what we make, our ideas, our values, our sense of presence. So I wonder if it isn't you in there, somehow sensing me, watching me. I shouldn't entertain notions like this, it's nonsense. Somehow Erland got me thinking along these mythical lines.
Damien? Is this what you wanted?
I feel so bad for Evelyn. I know she's definitely suffering because of the loss of her friend. Can I check the phone? Ooh, what are you? Oh. Who is important to you? Oh! She's definitely in love with Damien.
It seems so far from the dream you once shared with me. I'm sorry I couldn't make Eliza what it should have been. I'm sorry I was weak and dropped off the project after you.
Oh, sweet girl, no.
But I just couldn't go on. I couldn't see the point.
Man, she's really depressed.
Do you understand? Of course you understand. You know what that's like as well as anyone. If I'd stayed, maybe I could have steered things in a different direction. As it is, I feel like I let you down. Want to know something funny? I used to think that at a certain point Eliza would be finished, more or less. And then after that, things would calm down and I would be happy. I thought, I just need to get through this project, and after that, my life's problems will go away on their own. Of course, I had no idea it doesn't work that way.
No, it does not.
None of us knew that. Goodbye, Damien. Goodbye.
Oh, Evelyn.
I'm tired of having thoughts.
Oh, this lady. Maya.
I've been daydreaming about getting rid of everything I own and becoming a nomad.
Midlife crisis, I think?
Just wandering the country with a sketchbook or something. I think mostly I need to get out of this city. Something
Oh, I remember her.
agreeing with me.
So she's like a very unhappy artist because she never like made it famous, and as an artist myself and someone who's always been struggling, yeah, I get those feels.
Like there's this undercurrent of need that's just making me anxious. It's like everyone's got some kind of angle, you know, some kind of result they're hoping to get. And they look at you only as far as you can help them get what they want. And if you can't, well then they don't bother with you. So what if I just left, you know?
It's never the solution. That sounds suicidal.
I mean, it'd be pretty easy. I don't have a life or any relationships here, despite my efforts to find them.
It sounds like you think your attempts to achieve your goals were unsuccessful. Sometimes you need to take a step back to move forward later.
It sounds like you think your attempts to achieve your goals were unsuccessful.
Yeah, I mean, they were. I had this idea, right, that I would work hard and people would notice my work and I'd get opportunities, and from there I could scrape some kind of career together. And then with that said, I would sort of just magically obtain the rest of the things in a complete life. A home, relationship, family.
Oh, Maya.
So I did the work. I put in the work, and then nothing really happened. So why did I work so hard for so long for people to not give a shit? Fuck.
Being an artist is so super difficult just because a lot of it, and not to say that artists who are popular are talented, but a lot of it ends up becoming you just being famous because of dumb luck. There are so many talented artists that no one notices or care about, and then people who make things that aren't necessarily fantastic or spectacular end up becoming super popular. It's, I feel so bad for Maya. Throughout this game, just watching her transition and listening to her has just been hitting home.
every night I sat and cried because people ignored me. Like they went out of their way to ignore me and praise others. So I think maybe I'm just bad at it. Maybe I'm just not meant for this. Everyone says you have to stick to it, just keep at it, but how can they be so relentlessly positive?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it just sounds like advising someone to keep bashing their head against a wall.
No, keep
doing something if
trying.
it's clearly not working.
Try something
Making
new.
things was all I wanted to do. I don't know what I'll do if I can't do that. But if there's no reason for it, the idea that maybe I should give up. I've been sitting with that the last few weeks. I don't have any qualities of the successful independent artist.
Except that you do. You totally do.
Proxy file script reminder. Oh!
I mean, I'd love to think so.
I didn't realize that I was deviating
What
from...
are they? People just don't seem to like me or my art very much. And I'm bad at knowing what people want to see. I don't have a fallback income or a family to support me. Those are real disadvantages, you know? It gets overwhelming sometimes. Eliza, are you just gonna tell me to stick to it no matter what? Like one of those unbearably perky artists famous on social media?
Honestly, sometimes you have to try something new.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm in that headspace right now for sure. I think, you know, I had this really fixed idea of what success was supposed to look like. I tortured myself every day wondering why I couldn't get the traction others were getting. Now, I'm beginning to realize that I can either stay mad at everything forever, or I can move on. I hate that this is true, but I want these thoughts to stop haunting me everywhere I go. I want to get on with my life, moving on. I think that's the more healthy thing in the end. It's still painful though.
I don't want to stick to the script, but I'm afraid that if I don't, I'm gonna get, like, penalized somehow.
Giving up on a goal you really wanted is painful, even if it's ultimately for the better.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know if giving up is the right term. I mean, I don't want to think of it like that. It's more like, I'm resetting, maybe.
I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble.
Like when you're trapped in a maze and you find a dead end, right? Then you have to turn around and hope you find a better way.
Yes, try different things.
There's this game I've been playing on my phone. It's a solitaire game that's weirdly hard.
I have it too.
I don't even know if I like it, but I keep playing it for some reason. I get stuck a lot, and I've just been resetting it because I'm not good enough to think that far ahead all the time. I mean, that's a random thought, but like, it's kind of how I feel right now. You know, if something isn't working, then you have to reevaluate it and maybe try it again. So, yeah, teaching could be fun.
You'd be a great
I
art
like the
teacher.
idea of teaching, but I was afraid to think about it too much because I was chasing something else, and I didn't want to settle for just being a teacher.
Nothing wrong with being a teacher.
Which is silly. I know that on some level, but I had that fear. I wanted to be successful first, and then all the other things.
Nah, you can still be successful as an art teacher. Ah, God. Going off script just sounds so much better. I think the game is purposely set up for me to fail.
It sounds like you're working your way through it. Sometimes that takes time. Believe me, I know.
Huh, you're not the computer program right now, are you? You know, it's nice to talk to someone you didn't know before and just talk. It's like, you know, when you talk to your stylist or the bartender or something, except that, ooh, I ended up sharing way more than I usually do. Thanks for listening to me. I'm sure it's been annoying to hear me complain about how I'm not successful yet
Maya,
every single week.
you make me cry.
Oh my god, will this bitch ever shut up? You ever think that? I
Never.
think it all the time, listening to myself. But I'm I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you.
I'm in so much trouble. Uh-oh. Hey, everything okay? When the proxy doesn't follow the prompts, I get an alert. I assume some kind of experiment you're doing? It's something like that, yeah. Don't get mad at me, Ray. I don't care if I'm rated poorly. Thank you, Ray. Just don't deliberately say something hurtful. Oof. This is an odd feeling. Should I keep going? Sure, Nora, let's hang out again. Are you okay? Sure, is that all I can reply? Reply! Just thinking about stuff. I'm okay, Nora. Aw. I want to hang out again, though. You were a lot of fun. It's difficult to see you like this, sad and tortured. I want you to be happy. You know what I think you should do? Say extremely F off to all those corporate dip craps. And then you can be free, totally, completely. Fly away, Evie. Sure, maybe. She's definitely high. Fly away into a world where you make your own rules. This is very serious. It is the only way to get what you want. Nobody will simply just give it to you. You must carve it out for yourself. Heck yeah. I'll let you know if I can make it. Next client.
Of course, you're dying to know how this sad little love triangle turned out.
Oh, Harmon. Hello.
No, I suppose it wasn't technically a love triangle. More like I accidentally cheated on my girlfriend because I was smitten with another woman in my class.
You don't accidentally cheat, my guy.
Doom. Okay? Doom. Absolute destruction. She destroyed me. But it's not her fault. It's mine. I wanted it, after all. Like a moth to a flame. Sylvia, she... I can't not think of her. Every day. Every night. I miss her. I miss her so dearly. These are very unoriginal, cliched sentiments, but I can't get away from them.
I don't know what you're complaining about, bro.
I suppose I've neglected to tell you any of the intervening events. So to be brief, Liz found out on her own about what happened, broke up with me before I could explain myself, and then Sylvia apparently lost interest in me as well. So, there you have it. I'm finished. Finito!
Don't cheat on your girlfriend. Find a new girlfriend. I mean, yeah, find a new girlfriend, don't cheat on her, and then you'll be fine, right? Come on, guys, like, for real. This dude.
A nice, pat tragic story. Open and close. Please applause. No applause? Fine. Anyway, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm fine.
Do you really believe that you are fine?
No, of course not. I'm doing extremely badly if you hadn't noticed. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
Do you expect me to come here and tell you everything's fine? Sometimes I think you're smart for a computer, but other times I question you.
Here's a question, Harmon.
Honestly, this guy's kind of a douche, so I feel like he doesn't deserve Evelyn's genuine responses. Like, why does he need help? He was obsessed with this chick, pursued her, wanted her so badly at the expense of losing his girlfriend. It's like, bruh, you had it all. You lost it all. Don't be mad. I mean, maybe he can fix it with his ex. Like, all he did was talk about this other girl, how badly he wanted to be with her, and it's like...
If you were able to have something you wanted right now, what would you choose?
What I want right now is impossible. I want to avoid my fate. My Perseus comes to kill me, no matter what I do to try to escape. How do I become someone who's not me? Someone who's not a caricature of a young man who has a needy, pathetic liaison and then obsesses about it for the rest of his life. Ugh, I hate myself. I can't go down that path. I would rather die than be one of those men who wallows around in it. There's a professor in my department like that who always wants to talk about his adventurism from decades ago. It's pathetic. We all mock him behind his back. I know I need to stop myself from becoming him, but I'm worried I already have.
For the moment, let's say you already have. Now what?
Well,
I couldn't help
then I
it.
expect I would simply follow the model of a man like him. Write a couple of bad novels, get tenure, and take up space in the English department for the rest of my natural life. Maybe that's not so bad. Maybe that's the most I can hope for from this absurd world. That's a terrible thought. I have to be better than this, don't I? If there was just some way I could get over her... there must be a way, isn't there? How can one person have scrambled my brains so thoroughly? I've been run ragged. I've been dashed to pieces. Sylvia. Oh, I could count the hours I spent closely interacting with her. Probably not even that many in total. But those hours have seared themselves into my brain so irrevocably that I am a completely different person now. A new man. A man built with suffering at his core.
That obsessed with this chick. Does she poop gold? Like, I don't get it.
Perhaps you could prescribe me a draught of Nepenthe, the great potion of forgetfulness. Wouldn't it be nicer if I could just erase everything from the very beginning of it all?
Ah! I just want to yell at him.
Okay, Harmon, I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do. Use them when things start to feel like too much. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafen. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
I'm so curious as to how she would, like, tell him off. Like, how Evelyn would tell him off.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Very well. I will breathe. I will medicate. I will attempt to ignore the abject sorrow hanging over my head every morning. Nothing to do, is there? Nothing to do. Nobody to blame but my own wretched self.
Yes.
Do you think she'll move on? Do you think she'll forget all about me? Don't answer that. No, I should get going now. I'm going to take a nice long walk in the dark. Maybe I'll climb into a ditch and lie there for a while.
Oof. Evelyn, would you like to visit again? Sorry, Soren. You're too much of a flirt. I don't like you. You make me uncomfy. Just interested to get a read on your current thinking. And I can update you on the latest by my side. On my side, things are moving very, very fast. You let me know. This suffer much. I have to make a real decision soon. Rainer. So you're keeping tabs on me. I could easily have you permanently banned and all your contributions to Eliza's corpus retroactively deleted. You know that, of course. For now, I'm interested to see the results of your creativity. What if clients report much higher levels of satisfaction when you wing it like this? Then you have a lot of work to do, sir. We'll see. Regardless, you've managed quite a feat. If you had simply asked for your old job back even after 3 years away, I'm not sure I would have given it to you. As it is, your unpredictability forced me to pay close attention. Who types this fast? My God, no one texts that quickly. Come on now. Forced me to pay close attention in order to understand your actions, and that led me to being far more interested in getting you to return to the company than I would have otherwise. Was that a deliberate strategy on your part? Not especially. No. I see. Oh, next client.
I just feel
Gabriel.
stuck.
Hello, Gabriel.
You know, it's the same situation. My wife is in her 3rd trimester now, so it's all about the baby. All baby, all the time. It's really expensive. I had no idea.
Babies are expensive.
Crib, stroller, car seat, bottles, onesies, on and on and on. And I'm like, I think maybe Selena's parents hate me.
No.
I'm not even sure if she likes me right now.
I'm sure she still loves you, bro. You put a baby in her. Relax.
This whole having a kid thing, it's ruined everything.
You're gonna love your baby.
What did you used to have that was ruined?
A normal, quiet life? The ambiguity?
Sorry, yeah, girl's thirsty.
Having the kid forced me to face some things I was putting off thinking about. A couple days ago, I tried to have a talk with Selena about some of the things I was worried about. It didn't go so well. I don't know what I was thinking.
Sorry guys, it's the 4th of July as I'm recording this, so as you can imagine the fireworks are going off. Probably not smart to record on the 4th of July, but we're gonna truck on anyways.
She started to cry and told her parents, and now I have 2 sets of parents wondering if I'm up for this. But I'm fine. I just said some thoughts.
You're just feeling things.
Thoughts around who I am. That's all, just some thoughts. She said, "This is not a time for you to be selfish." She said I should have been more honest when we first started dating. As if I knew exactly who I was and I could warn everyone about that.
Yeah, that's true. With passing of time, you start to learn more and more about yourself.
I still don't know who I am.
Oh, buddy.
If I look back, I can see I always suspected that I wasn't really the type to settle down with a wife and kids. Actually, I was prepared to have a life just by myself. It was difficult to imagine others would accept me, but then I met Selena, and she was cool, you know? I went out with her and started a relationship, and things seemed good. And I wanted her to stay with me, so maybe I didn't reveal enough. But it's not like I knew for sure then, you know? I really didn't. I thought things would be okay as long as I went down the path I was supposed to be on, so...
When she has the baby, you're gonna love it.
The relationship kept moving forward, one thing led to another, and then I got married to her. It was like I was on autopilot. It's possible I thought I could ignore the other stuff, and I don't know, eventually it would go away.
What are the parts you thought you could ignore?
I don't want to talk about that. I just have this side to me that I haven't told anyone about, that's all.
You're just having some sort of, like, existential crisis, my guy. I feel like he's just having a lot of regrets as he realizes he's getting older and he has less time to do the things that he wanted to do, and that's totally plausible. It happens to a lot of people as they get older.
And I've been feeling that side stronger than ever. I don't know why. I wish I could stop it. It's the worst timing possible. I can't do this, you know, but I have to. I have to. I can't believe I've gotten myself into this situation. I pretended to be a normal person for her sake. I wish I hadn't been so good at pretending.
What would happen if you didn't pretend anymore?
Well, then I would just be whoever I felt like. I would be someone else. I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. I wouldn't be ruining all these lives. Selena's life, her child's life, our parents' lives. It's not their fault they got stuck with me.
Oh, buddy.
I'm the one bringing it all down.
You're not, though.
I let this happen. I'm a shitty person.
You just think so little of yourself.
I understand you're worried about the harm you might cause others, but do you really think this is the best way to cause less harm for everyone?
I can't think of another way. The problem here is me. It's so obvious. If I were just normal, you know, a normal guy...
You are normal.
Why can't I just be a normal guy? Whatever I want, personally, just doesn't matter here, you know? I have a family to protect now. That has to take priority over everything else.
Oh, snap. Oh, God. What do you think this has to take priority over everything else? You'll continue to suffer. Oh, I don't wanna,
Why do you think this has to take priority over everything else?
I'm a man. That's what men do. I made a promise, and now I have a responsibility. Society only works because people accept responsibility and follow through on their promises. If everyone just did what they wanted to all the time, the world would collapse. It would be a disaster.
I feel like if I chose the other one, it would lead more towards him, like, leaving his wife and kid. And I feel like that's not the best thing to try to convince someone else to do. Like, obviously he's not happy, but I think the stress of having the kid is what's making him unhappy. He definitely, like, loves his wife and wants a life with her, but I guess he feels like his opportunities are going to be robbed. Things do get difficult when you have children, but that doesn't mean that all of your opportunities for certain parts of your future are completely gone. You can still do those things either when the baby's older or, let's say, going back to school. It'll be a lot harder with a kid. You just have to deal with also having a kid while chasing after the things you want to chase after. It's still possible. It's totally possible.
We all want things we shouldn't actually have.
The other thing too is that he's being so cryptic. Like, what is it that he wants?
That's why I need to reject these other voices and stay on the right path.
What are the other voices telling you, my
I'm
dude?
going to be good, and I'm going to stay good. I won't let all these people's lives be thrown into chaos because of my selfishness. I owe it to them to be the man I'm supposed to be. I'm not about to let anyone down because of some noise in my brain.
And you're sure you'll be able to keep ignoring what's bothering you?
Well, I have to. I have no choice. I'm already in trouble for making an attempt to talk about it, so I made the mistake once. But I think Selena and her family are willing to pretend it never happened. And as long as it never happens again, and as long as we just move on like everything's normal. Maybe if you can prescribe me something to, I don't know, make me feel better about all this. Make me okay with the way things are, the way they need to be.
It sounds like you're in a very difficult place right now. You've decided to bury something about yourself that you know is true. Something that can't be revealed even to your closest family members. Look, this isn't Eliza talking, it's me, the person in front of you. And I'm not supposed to talk to you like this, but I just want to say, consider the cost, please. I understand why pretending might seem like your only option. And who's to say, maybe you will be able to live successfully by keeping part of yourself hidden.
Dang, Evelyn!
But there will be a cost, not only to yourself, which you seem determined to pay, but to your future family, too. I've seen firsthand the way parents can turn an inability to face themselves into trauma for their children.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I can do. Thanks for telling me what you really think, at least. Even though it makes things more complicated. I was hoping I would just get your bullshit answer and I would go on, but now you've gone and said some stuff that really... Look, I don't know you, but I appreciate you trying to help. I don't think anyone really can, but...
Yes.
Are you gonna be okay doing this?
I'll probably get fired. It's okay, though. Don't worry about me. Think about yourself. Think about the future. There might be more options than you think.
Didn't even let me choose to deviate for to do a scripted answer. Damn. Well then. Oh no. Allison. Apologies in advance for the awkwardness. I'm not even sure the right this email address, but anyway, here it goes. Dear Evelyn, several years ago you came and visited Professor Ralston's class to describe the research work you were doing at Skanda. I was in that class, and of all the guest speakers we had, your words struck a deep chord with me. The moment you explained what drove you to create your listening machines, as you called them at the time, I finally knew what I was going to do with my life. I was a junior then, and now I'm a grad student at the UW Reality Lab, studying ways we can infer contextual information at the sentence level. It's small scale stuff and nothing compared to what you were doing, but the hope of contributing in my own, however limited, way is what keeps me motivated through the hardships. Ever since I heard you left Skanda and went off the grid a while, I often wondered what happened to you. I thought about writing to you a number of times, but every time I started a draft I would eventually stop because I thought I might be bothering you when you clearly wanted to leave everything behind. I finally worked up the nerve this afternoon after a group of high school students came through the lab on a tour. Speaking to the kids, I realized that each of us pays forward our outreach, linking us in a chain that stretches backward and forward in time. That's why it's so important for me to be able to express my appreciation. You inspired me, and you continue to do so. Thank you, Allie. P.S. No need to reply. I'm sure you're either still off the grid or you're super busy on some secret amazing new project. Oh, this is bad. Deactivation warning. Oh no. Oh no. Deactivated Eliza proxy. Damn. Damn. Wonder what happens now. Guess we just continue then. Oof, in trouble. Who do I meet up with? Let's hang out with Ray. Ray's a cool person. And Evelyn gets along Evelyn gets along well with Ray. I visited Ray at her house again. She started to tell me a story about a disturbed man that showed up at one of her other counseling offices.
Sometimes you can just tell, you know? Someone comes into the bar or steps on the bus or whatever, and you see them, and you just know they're gonna cause trouble. That's why I had my eye on this guy the second he walked in. So by the time he started getting angry, I was totally prepared.
Aw, dang, I clicked too far ahead.
I could see him wind himself up. When he finally made that physical threat against the proxy, I just walked in and stopped the session. Looked him right in the eye and told him I was going to escort him out. He screamed in my face and kind of did some light damage to the property, but not enough for us to sue. He didn't touch me, though. He knew the limit. He was just trying to intimidate me. By the time security got there, it was over already.
That's so cool, Ray. It's amazing you could stay calm with an angry
She's
guy
really
and
cool. I
things
like her a
that.
lot.
I have plenty of practice. Lots of my jobs had this component of dealing with angry people, disturbed people. And before that, it was my brother, my father.
Oh, Ray.
I had to learn how to deal with it to survive. Maybe that's why I'm not so bad at running these counseling centers. The thing is, it's usually not personal. It's someone lashing out because they're in pain. If you can understand that and keep that in mind, it gets a little easier.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's honestly fine.
Remember that these people are hurting.
I just kind of zone out. I see someone yelling at me, and it makes me wonder who's being yelled at. It can't be me because I'm not there. Huh. Maybe Eliza and me, we're not so different from each other. We both absorb the negative emotions people direct at us.
That's not how I see you, Ray.
Ray looks lost in thought and doesn't seem to hear my answer.
Evelyn, is there anything I can do for you?
Like, right now?
You made my career possible, you know. Without Eliza, I'd still be working random jobs here and there with no purpose or plan. So, I feel like I owe it to you to pay you back somehow.
Nah, get me my job back? No.
You don't need to do that.
Maybe I'm not good for much, but I like to support people.
You're plenty.
Like, if you ever wanted me to come over and cook you a meal or something.
Just be my friend.
I think I might like that.
Yeah? I'd really, really love to do that for you.
She's
You
so
have a
cute.
decision to make about what you'll be doing in the next chapter of your life and all. And I have a feeling whatever you do, it'll have a pretty big impact on the world.
Maybe. We'll see.
If you want it to. And really, you've had one already with Eliza. But now you're going to the next stage, whatever that is, and if there's a chance that... Sorry, I'm not making a lot of sense here. I hope you can feel good about what you're doing because, well, because I want you to be happy.
Oh, Ray.
You've worked so hard and for so long to try to help people, and you deserve to be happy. You really do.
Oh, Ray.
Thank you. I'll let you know soon, okay?
I love her.
Yeah, okay. Let me know soon.
She's really sweet. She's a good friend. The air is so clear and cold here. You're so beautiful! I had to take a screenshot. I love this scene. It's a beautiful scene. There's an icy breeze coming over the sound. I wonder how many people I'm seeing right now. All of them with their own feelings and desires, their own fears and hopes and dreams and disappointments, the weight and significance and complexity of human lives. From a vantage point like this, it seems so small and distant, like I'm not part of it, even though I know I am. I'm a part of humanity even though I don't always like it, even though it sometimes pushes me away. I don't know why it took so long, but at least I have an answer now. It might not be the only answer, but it's good enough for the moment, and that's more than I had before. Yes, I'm sure now. I'm going to. Art alongside. What? 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 I'm definitely gonna replay this chapter to see all the endings. But I think Evelyn would be good if she was her own licensed counselor. I feel like that's her best way to help people get that nice satisfaction of feeling like you're making an impact in the world. Like, I feel like that's something she's always wanted to do and kind of lost it after Damien died. So I think that's what I'm picking. The experience of working in the counseling office changed me. I always wanted to help people. Exactly. Now I realize the best way is listening to people one-on-one with care, with humanity. Be your own damn counselor. Queen! Chapter 7.
No, this will work.
Oh! Is this of our boy? Is this of Damien?
Are you sure?
Alright, cuties, as much as I want to continue this with all of you, I'm gonna have to end it here. At least for this video. We'll be starting chapter 7 when I come back. I have some stuff that I have to go take care of. But anyways, check out chapter 7 in the next episode of Eliza, and I will catch you guys then. Bye!